Hey everyone, it's Danielle from Peas, Love and Carrots, back again on Kosherdotcom, here today to bring you Food Fight. We're in the semifinals and we have 3 contestants left. Let's go see what happens. Welcome back everyone to the semifinals of Food Fight. We have 3 contestants left. Just like last round, you have a towel in front of you, and underneath is today's secret ingredient. There's a million things to do with it. It is one of my favorite products out there, and I am so excited to see what you're gonna come up with. 3, 2, 1, wow. We have Geffen chickpeas. They're brand new. They're not in the typical can. They're really easy to work with. They have such a good texture, and the taste is just really fresh. You don't get that tinniness at all.
When I lifted the towel and I saw the chickpeas, I was like, this is amazing. I love chickpeas. My family loves chickpeas. I live in Israel, so we use it in a lot of dishes, and I'm like, yes, I can do this.
My head just started to spin because I had so many ideas to do with chickpeas. They make a cookie that has chickpeas inside, and I was trying to remember how to make it, and I wasn't sure on a few of the amounts. I'm like, just okay, forget it. Think of something else.
The pantry is fully stocked for you. The fridge is filled. Are you ready? You have 5 minutes to shop. Go!
I kind of walked in there knowing that I'm looking for cumin and for allspice, and the cumin was there, but the allspice wasn't. I was like, okay, improvise, girl. Whatever you gotta do, just make it work.
Here are our judges for the day. We have Chef Isaac Bernstein from the Pomegranate Supermarket. We have Naomi Nachman, the Aussie gourmet, cookbook author, almost 2-time cookbook author. And we have Kim Kassar, Vice President of Marketing for Geffen.
Does anyone else need cookie sheets, or can I take them?
Right here. Contestants, you have 30 minutes to create and plate 2 identical dishes for the judges. Keep in mind that you are being judged on taste, creativity, and presentation. Are you ready? Yes. Go.
I'm gonna be making a salad with roasted vegetables, and I'm going to saute a little bit of meat just to give it an extra oomph. And for the chickpeas, I'm gonna roast them with a lot of spices on top and make like a chickpea crouton.
Oh my gosh, Rory has the chickpeas already out, already ready to cook. What do you think about the Geffen chickpeas?
I love them. I actually just bought this and made this
In
last
your own
week.
house?
In my own house.
So nice that they're not in a can, right?
I happen to like them at this size better than the canned, and I literally made this over Yontif.
Oh, we have some chickpeas being blended by Rhynie. Your Israeli roots are coming out.
Yes, they are.
What kind of tahina are you using?
I don't know, I've never seen this before.
Can we check this out? Hadar Barak seasoned tahina. Oh, it's really good.
Is it?
Using those pre-seasoned products, that just gives you a head start.
I'm gonna use the chickpeas as a spread over the salmon. I think the salmon will be really moist and good. And I'm going to also incorporate it into a bulgur salad together with some fresh vegetables and good seasoning, lots of lemon. So I'm gonna use it in the side and in the main.
I am making a Moroccan-inspired meat and hummus dish. I was also thinking that mushrooms give off that really, really needed moisture to make any dish complete.
What do you think about the chickpeas?
I really believe they taste so much better than the chickpeas in a can. They're so easy to use, they're organic, there's a difference in the texture.
It's much better because they're still a little bit al dente, and you have more versatility that way, because in a can they're already mush.
We use chickpeas all the time at home. They're such a staple in any salad that I get it. And I use the tahini a lot with it as well. Just a nice little drizzle with some cucumbers, some tomatoes. Quick weeknight meal.
I always buy a bunch of those bags. I keep it downstairs because I put them in soup. Makes it nice and creamy. I put them in salads. I roast them.
Contestant, you have 20 minutes left.
What?
Okay, so have you guys been seeing what they have going on here?
Yeah, it's very interesting. Is she putting pesto on her salmon?
She made it like a hummus. She took the seasoned trina, which actually was really good. It had like parsley blended into it already, blended the chickpeas in, and now is creating like a pudding on top of the salmon.
Now the key is I hope she can get that salmon cooked on time.
I actually hope it doesn't get overcooked.
Okay, we're gonna see. You have to get that right sweet spot of cooking the salmon just right.
I love bulgur. It's such a good ingredient because it's
Very
so quick and
versatile.
easy to use.
And you don't need a pot.
Rory in general is a very healthy cook and she uses a lot of natural ingredients.
Chickpeas should be right in her comfort zone.
I felt like all of us were just rooting for the next one and really that feeling that we all wanted each other to succeed.
Anyone know where the lemon squeezer is?
Rhynie, take mine here.
Thank you.
We share.
You have 10 minutes left. 10 minutes. I am struggling with machines. I am struggling.
I'm really nervous. I don't think that I'm incorporating the secret ingredient enough, and I really should have saved some to put into the dressing. At this point, I don't have any left, and I'm just like, I'm feeling so flustered, and I just figured, all right, hopefully this will work.
Oh, my machine is a problem.
Where is the squeezer, Rhynie?
Right here. Take it and I need it back when you're done, okay? Thank you.
Contestants, you have 5 minutes to go.
Watch out, Rhynie.
Wow, I think the pressure's really on.
I know.
They are working hard over
Very
there.
curious to see what's going to be put in front of us.
I'm making messes over here. Contestants, you have 1 minute. Start wiping down your plates. Put on your finishing salt. Remember, we eat with our mouths and with our eyes.
Can I have a few?
Oh, you can have more than a few. Take them.
3, 2, 1. Hands up. We did it.
Awesome. Looks gorgeous.
I want to see what everybody did. I could not even. Wow. Contestant number 1, please come bring your plate to the judges.
This particular round was so much more fun than the first round. The first round was very stressful. There was a lot of the unknown, a lot of not really knowing what was going to happen. And this particular round, we all just went in, looked at each other, and we said, it's going to be awesome.
Thank you so much, Rhynie. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your dish and how you use the geffen chickpeas?
This is a Moroccan-themed meat and hummus dish. I took the chickpeas and I made a hummus. And then I used the hummus in the actual meat dish.
So we have geffen chickpeas 3 ways: in the meat, in the sauce, and also on top.
Sprinkling on top.
Really is a very versatile ingredient.
It's definitely not the most beautiful in presentation, but when they said hands up, it was hands up.
Kim, what do you think about the use of our geffen chickpeas?
My first bite was such a pleasant surprise because your spice on that is so nice. It's got that warm taste to it. The texture was nice. Your hummus in the middle was delicious. I think the green spice, the parsley in there really kind of comes through and brings the dish together. I love, love, love that you incorporated it into the meat.
Thank you.
Everything was great. I'm a big fan of chickpeas and hummus, and this kind of reminded me of a reverse hummus basar, which which we've seen a lot, where you have hummus on the bottom and the meat on top. This was meat at the bottom with the hummus on top. I love that fact you incorporated everything. It was a great dish, and I thought it was a very clever concept.
Chef Isaac.
I really like the texture and the flavor on the beef. However, like the key ingredient, I didn't really taste chickpea in the meat. And to be completely honest, I think they're the reason the meat goes on top of the hummus, and that's not something I would have kind of deconstructed, because it's awkward. It's like, it's not a composed dish, it's more like a dip when it's presented like this. But overall, I thought the use of the chickpeas was really clever. You actually mixed it into the meat, right?
Yes.
Haven't seen that before.
Rhynie, thank you so much. We'll call you back in as soon as the judges have a decision.
Thank you.
Contestant number 2, please bring up your plate. Rhynie, tell us what you made.
My family loves chickpeas. As I live in Israel, I made it into a paste together with some tahini, which I didn't realize was green, so I got a beautiful color. And I spread it over the salmon and baked it. And bulgur salad. And I used the chickpeas in there with other vegetables. And I just added the cauliflower at the end because I love purple.
What do you think about crusting the fish with a chickpea
I think it's
paste?
great. I think the salmon is super moist. I mean, just look at that. It's a perfectly cooked piece of salmon. It's like really gorgeous.
Oh wow.
The salad is solid. It's like, you know, nice, simple, classic.
I love salmon. I could eat it day in, day out. I loved the texture of the topping. I liked that there was some harder pieces and softer pieces. Like, I felt like there was a great contrast in the texture, but I wanted more of a contrast in the flavor.
Are you getting the chickpea flavor?
Not at all.
I think that I would have flavored my chickpea paste with a little more seasoning. It had garlic, it had lemon, salt and pepper, parsley, I think. Perhaps I could have added even some paprika, some cumin, and given it a little more depth.
It's good. It just doesn't, like, I'm not like tasting chickpea or tahina. Like, it needs something to remind you that it's there. Like, this could be mayonnaise, a thick mayonnaise, but it's tasty, it's delicious.
The texture on the salmon is really nice, really delicious. And I do get the taste of the chickpea coming through in the coating. I will say the salad it's lovely, it's light, it's bright. I wish you would have incorporated the chickpea into it a little bit more.
Thank you so much, Rhynie. We'll call you back in as soon as the judges have made the decision. Contestant number 3, please come bring up your plate.
So what was really challenging about this round was that I was put away from the burners, and I felt like that was going to put me at a disadvantage. So the first thing I was thinking of, what can you do that you don't need the burners so you don't waste time going back and forth, which is why I decided to go with the roasted vegetables and the roasted chickpeas, because I was close to the oven, so that worked out really well.
Rory, tell us what you made and how you used the geffen chickpeas in your dish.
I love chickpeas on a salad. It adds crunch, it adds protein, it adds starch. I made the salad with the chickpeas, the meat, all the different vegetables, the raw and the cooked, a lot of diverse textures and flavors and tastes.
Thank you so much, Rory. Judges, Kim, what do you think about these chickpeas?
The chickpeas are delicious. You really brought them to life with the seasoning, with the way you cook them. The way it all comes together, the flavors in concert are just delightful.
I like the flavors of the meat overall and how it all came together with the dish. You know, if I was serving this, I would put it on a big platter, put it in the middle of the Shabbat table as, you know, almost like a steak salad. It pops. The colors, the versatility of everything coming together was just great.
Chef Isaac, how did it live up to your expectations?
If this was a salad challenge, I'd say amazing, but it was a chickpea challenge. And just rating the chickpeas, if it was given to me in a snack in a bowl, it's great. But just like, it kind of gets lost in the rest of the salad, yeah.
The chickpeas, there's not a ton of chickpeas in there. It's a garnishing on top. I do love those roasted chickpeas. So it could have used maybe a little bit more, but otherwise, I really liked it.
Thank you very much, Rory. Please go back to the room and we will call you when the judges have made a decision. All right, judges, let's break this down. What did we think about Rhynie's salmon?
Thought it was really nicely cooked. I thought the flavor was good. I did like her incorporation of the chickpea on top of the salmon. I think it made it extra moist and it cooked perfectly. But I know you said contrast in flavor, and that's what was missing for me on that dish. Is I just wanted a little pop of flavor from that coating versus the salmon.
I kind of felt like, you know, there was a nice texture, balance, but I wanted to feel something different against the salmon, and that's what I wasn't feeling.
How do you feel about giving her points, though, for innovation, for using the chickpeas as a barrier to protect the salmon?
It was definitely a clever idea.
Because it was effective.
But it's a cooking competition, not an R&D competition. They're not trying to come up with a new technique. I mean, at the end of the day, you have to look for the chickpea to taste the chickpea.
Let's move on to Rivki's Moroccan-inspired beef dish. What did you think about that?
I did like the concept of the hummus basar, the hummus with the meat. It was cool, she kind of flipped it around.
I love the fact that she took the challenge and just went with it. Chickpeas 3 ways, and that's great.
But the plating could have been a little bit more appetizing, a little bit more interesting. And I think the flavor could have been just had a little bit more punch to it.
She called it a Moroccan dish and I didn't feel Moroccan.
She also was pretty innovative in her use of the geffen chickpeas, though, by incorporating them into the beef. Okay, so let's talk about the third dish. That was Rory's salad with the chickpea croutons. Okay. Oh my gosh.
We all dived right in for the chickpeas.
Yeah, those chickpeas were unreal. They were actually really like perfectly seasoned.
I think I wouldn't have known what the challenge was though. There wasn't like anything that was more prominent, it just wasn't so prominent.
So I totally agree with you. She did not celebrate the chickpea in a way where you said, this is a chickpea challenge. But I gotta tell you, I could have eaten a bowl of just those chickpeas. The flavor was just exceptional. So
She played it very
She played it very safe. I 100% agree with you.
Kedem grape juice. It's all about the grapes.
Contestants, thank you for rejoining us. It was a really difficult decision. There was a lot of back and forth. You all did amazing. The way you showcased the geffen chickpeas was really incredible, innovative, delicious. We're so happy that all three of you could be here to join us. Unfortunately, there's only 2 people moving on, and Rhynie, I'm so sorry, but you will not be competing in the final leg of the food fight competition. Thank you so much for being here. We so enjoyed your food and having you on here, and thank you for everything.
Food fight was an amazing experience for me. I think it really got my creative juices flowing, but it was really, really fun, and the camaraderie was amazing.
Rory and Rivki, we are so excited to have you join us on the final episode of Food Fight here on Kosherdotcom. We look forward to seeing what you're going to cook up for us. Have a good day, everybody. One last time, ladies. Let's see what you could do. But you do not have to make one dish today. You need to make 2 separate dishes.
I don't know what to do with it.
Are your best recipe? What?
Anything
I have nothing. I have nothing.
I hope she thinks this through. Just take her time.
How much time? Could someone just tell me how much time?
There's no balsamic vinegar?
The fryer is not working right.
You got to come up with a new idea or figure out how to make it work. Do you have something up your sleeve?
I hope so.